everyone, Jennifer here, back with another TV Talk spoiler. Now, this one is on a video that I did fairly recent. Well, not fairly recently, but in posting it relatively recently. I think it was like a few weeks ago I did the video. And I had meant to get it up as soon as possible, but I just right after that, but I had just gotten busy. But anyways, so this video is, of course, on a TV Talk video, or the spoiler is on a TV Talk video episode that we did talk about. And that episode is Gargoyles Season 2, Episode 6, Double Jeopardy. Now, if any of you out there have not yet watched Double Jeopardy, for Gargoyles, the episode for Gargoyles, or it's been a while since you've seen it, please turn off this video right now, as there will be spoilers to this episode. And well, also, if you have been seeing any Gargoyle episodes from Double Jeopardy on, just, turn this video off, because we will be getting into some spoilers from other episodes that Thaylog is in. And again, that's just so the episodes aren't ruined for you. So, we are introduced to Thaylog in Double Jeopardy. And Thaylog is a clone that Xanatos made of Goliath. And I like to refer to Thaylog as Goliath's evil twin, because he and Goliath look very, very similar, except Thaylog has dark skin and light hair, where Goliath has light skin and dark hair. So there is like the color switch. And I say Thaylog is Goliath's evil twin because he is the exact opposite of what Goliath is. Goliath is very noble. He puts his friends and family and, the people and gargoyles he cares about before himself. And he doesn't really have an idea of what it means to possess something. I mean, we heard in season 1, before they moved to the clock tower, that he kept talking about, this is our home, blah, blah. I don't think he saw the castle as a possession, like they owned the castle. I think he saw it as more of this is where they lived than anything else. Like how, well, I don't want to use that analogy, but I don't think he really grasped the whole ownership of things. It was just, this was where they belonged. Where Thaylog is the exact opposite. Thaylog is not noble. He puts himself before everyone else. And he does care. He does have a greedy side. When we last see him, he is looking for money he extorted from Xanatos. Now, this episode is not the last time we see Thaylog. He pops up later on in season 2, during what is known as the Avalon arc, when, and this is where some spoilers from beyond this episode come in. So if you have not seen the Avalon arc, turn off now. Okay, so Thaylog pops up again during the Avalon arc. He's in Paris, and Goliath and Elisa in Bronx, and Goliath and a new gargoyle who's introduced several episodes before this, by the name of Angela, are sent there. And they find that it's not just Thaylog there, it is also Demona and Macbeth. And Demona and Macbeth are tricking or Demona and Thalog are tricking Macbeth into something. I can't remember what it is. I'd have to rewatch the episode. And we will get more into that later when we get to that episode. But we do see that Demona is attracted to Thalog in this episode. And I have a theory on that. I believe because Thalog is Goliath's clone, she sees a lot of Goliath in him, but he lacks that nobility that Goliath has. He has that affinity to where he sees the world more the way she sees it. And so he's, like, in her mind, a better version of Goliath. We also see him again later, I believe in season 2, when he and Demona make clones of the other members of the clan, excluding Bronx. And then he shows up in season 3 with the other clones when they all fall sick. So we see him at least 3 more times, not counting this episode. And again, I don't want to get too much into it because some of those we haven't even discussed yet in TV Talk. But this is spoiler. So we do see him quite a bit. Now, the thing that's very interesting about this episode is the timing of the episode. These Gargoyles was made in the 90s and the late 90s. So there was a lot of talk of cloning going on during that time period, and scientists actually successfully cloned a sheep, Dolly. And so we knew at that time period that we could actually do it. So I'm pretty sure that very heavily influenced this episode and whatnot. But it did bring up some questions of, again, should we do it? What makes this being so different from this clone, so different from the original source? Is it like creating an evil twin kind of thing? It did bring up a lot of questions, and this episode really explored that a lot. And again, for those of you who like Thalog, he will be back in like at least 3 other episodes. And we will talk more about that when he shows up again. I promise the next one will be in the Avalon arc. We are not there yet, of course, but we are getting very close. And again, I will see you guys next time for another spoiler. And we will talk more about Thalog when we get to the Avalon arc and he appears in there, and we will do some more spoiler talk on him at that point as well. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.